Hey guys, welcome to another plugin tutorial, and today it's on shopkeepers. So this is a really fantastic free plugin that you can download from Bukkit, and it allows your players to create their own chest shops. So it has a lot of unique features. You can choose between a sign shop or various different mobs, which is cool. This one is a witch, and it has a name tag, and these are all the items that you can buy, sell, trade, depending on what type of shop you choose. And if we right click, we can actually do trading. So in here you get to choose what you want to buy. So if we pop in one emerald, like in the normal villages, you can obviously buy various different things. And in here the stock will go to 0, so we will not be able to buy anymore and it won't appear there. So let's pop these back in. We don't actually need them anymore, and they will obviously appear on the end. So what we're going to do to begin with is create our own one. Then we're going to create a sign shop and then go through a couple of commands and go into the config file. So first of all, if you do want to use the NPCs, which look fantastic, I would recommend that. You need to enable it in the config file and have citizens. So once you've done that, start up your server and you can get started. So make sure you're in game mode 0 and have a village egg. So with this village egg, you can right click the sky and it will give you a long list of all of the different shopkeepers. So there's four types. There is the buying one, the book one, the normal, and the trading. So the one I just showed you was the normal one, which sells items to players. We are going to go with the buying one, which buys items from players. So they're set up very similarly, if that's a word, I think it is. And if you want to change the mob, you hit shift, right click, and go through as many as you can. There is a long list of these. You can delete them in the config if you don't want the particular one, but we are going to go with, where is he, the snowman. So once you've chosen both of those things, you can go up to your chest, make sure it's recently placed, like that, or it won't work. So if it's a really old chest, you will need to destroy it and place a brand new one. Right click with your egg and then right click wherever you want the NPC to appear. So I'm going to pop it on top, and as you can see, it has appeared. So if we right click him right now, it's completely empty. We can't actually do anything. So we need to place in the 2 items that we want to be able to trade with or buy and sell, whatever. So once you've done that, it will still be empty. So you need to hit shift, right click the NPC, and you can do 3 things in here. So you can change the amount, you can change the price, and you can change the name. So the name is going to be Snow Shop, like that. And if we go back in, we can set the price. So we're going to be able to buy, where is it, 8 snowballs for 1 emerald. Just exit out once you've set that. So as you can see, if we pop in 8 snowballs, or 16, we can get 2 emeralds from that, like that. Very straightforward. So the stock will go down, and yeah, that's how it works. Really cool. And you can obviously shift right click and delete it if you don't want it anymore. So let's create a sign shop before we go through the commands. This is done in a very similar manner. Obviously get your egg. We're going to go with trading, which obviously trades different items with players. Hit shift and then select sign shop. We've just gone past it. Witch, wolf, rabbit, polar bear, sign shop. There we go. So right click the chest, which we recently placed down. There we go, and pop down the sign. So wherever you want the sign, we want it on the front, so just right click the front and then we go. So we can edit it in a similar way. You shift right click, you can change the name to shop random or something, and that will appear on the second line. You can change what you want to trade. So if we pop some emeralds in here and maybe some chests and then go into it, you can get players to trade chests for emeralds or whatever you want. So that is how you create a sign shop. You can obviously shift right click and then hit the bone to delete it. Same goes with the NPCs. So yeah, those are how you create shops, and obviously different types of shops. There are a few commands. There's shopkeepers, set for hire, if I can say it correctly. So we need to actually look at a chest here with the amount of money we want to set the price at. So if we go with, I don't know, let's just get rid of some of these, 8 emeralds, and look at the chest. We actually need to look at the chest. There we go. So if we do this command while holding emeralds, we will be able to set the NPC for hire. So if we right click, you can see there is a GUI pops up. It tells you the price and obviously the buy button. You can obviously escape out of it if you don't want to, but we can click buy, and now this is hired for us to use. So that is a really cool feature. You can obviously do shopkeepers remove and then someone's name, and then shopkeepers confirm will delete all of the different shops if you want to do that. But yeah, it's a really awesome plugin. We are going to go into the config file now to see what we can change in there and how to enable these NPCs. So here we are in the shopkeepers folder, and as you can see there are two YML files. So there is the save.yml. This just saves all the information about all of the shops on your server, so you don't need to mess around with that. But if we look in the shop, or config.yml I should say, this has a lot of different things that you can edit. So at the bottom, if we actually go down to the bottom, we have all of the messages that you could change, but there's no real need to. You could change the colors if you wanted to, but you don't really need to. And here we have lots of things you can customize. So we have all of the different mobs that you can choose from. You can delete ones if you don't want to use that. If you do want mobs, make sure you enable it here. So line 52 in Notepad++, enable citizen shops, enable sign shops. Make sure you do that and set it to true while having citizens, or you will have issues. Up here you can set the mob shop creation item, which is obviously a monster egg, and whether you have tax, which is quite interesting. Up here you can set max shops for player, max chest distance, etc., and whether it bypasses spawn blocking and all that other good stuff. So you can set all of that. If we go down here, this is all of the stuff when you change the prices. So the currency is emerald, and zero currency is slime ball. So you saw that when I was messing around with it earlier. And emerald block is the high currency item, which is obviously worth 9 emeralds. So yeah, it's really cool that you can do this. The higher item is emerald as well, so if you remember, we set the higher cost for 8 emeralds. So that is how you change everything in here. It's really straightforward. You don't need to mess around with too much, only if you want to change a few things. But yeah, that is the plugin. It's obviously free to download off of Bukkit. It is a fantastic plugin. I'd highly recommend it. It's just a lot of fun for players to create their own shops. So subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.